Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for some really stupid shit. Will Weiner Senior Recital begins now. Get the fuck out!
Welcome everybody to my senior recital. What the fuck is happening right now? This is so egotistical. This is so stupid. There's three of you here. But oh my god, this is going to be exciting. Welcome, welcome. So first things first, before I start explaining the program, here's the point of the raffle. I have a lot of bratwurst. There are a lot of you. Some of you are going to get that bratwurst. Everybody have your ticket? All right. 635, 836. Just keep coming up. I'm going to be merciless on this shit. Okay. 635, 851.
Wait.
851.
Are you just like handing out bratwurst?
Yes. Yes, just cut that. I don't care if they're greasy. Take the bratwurst. Okay. 635, 840. We're going fast, guys. Be ready. 635, 823.
That's Dave.
850. I'm just going to read the last three. 824. 814. 809. 808. 815. 807. 802. 800. 804, 803, 801, sweet, how many of you? 1, 2, 3, okay, let's go 812, and the final brawlers, wait, yeah, we're good. Wait, no, that's it, let's do it, I'm keeping one for myself. Welcome to Will Weiner Senior Recital. So what the hell is this? Here's the deal. So like, I don't understand what art is, and it's a problem. But like, I'm surrounded by artists. How many of you here are artists? Who thinks they're an artist? Raise your hand. Who's in the College of Fine Arts? Why the fuck are you guys artists? Why aren't I an artist? I don't understand. Like what is it? Like for me, art is just art with a silent F or something like that. Like it's just going up there and making noise and doing things. So the point of this really is for me to go through and kind of do some things that have helped define my time. Some shit I've been doing forever. And figure out, is it art, why the hell isn't it art? And also because I have a captive audience, because I don't, like, this is crazy. There's so many people. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate that. Thank you also, Wyatt. I know we had some stuff, but thank you for filming. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys all. But this is the thing, right? And it's about my journey through CMU, because what it's been defined by, really, has been me getting up in front of groups of people and doing stupid shit repeatedly over 4 years, which kind of just happened. So it's cool. It's a story. It's about a journey. And so to start that journey, something I want to share with you, actually just got recently, is a letter I wrote myself, freshman year. And this is, part of this is a look inside, too. So the couple questions I want to answer also are, am I an artist, one, and then also, am I a real crazy person, two? Which probably are both true. But here we go. This is just partly reflective, partly performative. You'll see what happens. Anyways, hey, Will, what's up? Did you get scared into mediocrity? Did you achieve success and fame? Did you talk yourself into settling? I hope you can happily answer these questions regardless of what the answers are. Did you overcome what it was that frightened you to go for it? Whatever it was that you overcame in high school, are you on the same level at CMU that Will was in high school? That was a poor sentence, but I was also the shit in high school, for the record. If not, are you satisfied? I know what I want now in 2009. What do you want now, 2013? Are you respected for your zaniness, or has that faded away and been hidden? Do you still prefer? Apparently not. You still prefer lingering in the stage? No, I'm not going to read that line. Do you still prefer lingering in the stage of awkward sexual tension rather than a relationship? Yes. Are you still number one? If not, who or what matters more than you to you? Cool. Do you still reflect like this? Do you still believe you can be great? That you're special? Does this letter, this '09 mindset, feel like a stepping stone or a silly, misguided phase? In '09, I stand for nothing. I believe in nothing but myself. What do you believe in? I do, yep. Have you taken the next step toward greatness, or are you still waiting? Ignoring all that, are you still happy? P.S. Did you change your stupid signature? So that's a little glimpse in. I'm sort of hyper-motivated. I don't even know why. But I like these things. And I like stuff with this. On the other side of it is the whole area. So I've been arting since day one. Really, I was always a really creative kid. I was always a really talkative kid. Like when I was super young, apparently there's some age where you're meant to be able to say multisyllabic words, and I was saying them way before that. But I was like going overboard. Like we're at the doctor, and they're like, "Wow, like he can say multisyllabic words." I was like, "Yeah, look, he can say banana." I was like, "Banana, na, 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 na." So nothing's really changed in the sense that I'm just blabbering but not really adding anything in the content. So that's. But I've been creative throughout. Like I made and this is the weird thing is like I make shit, but none of it's good. Like I mean, oh no, this isn't self-deprecating. Like I really can't figure out why you guys like shit I do. But anyways, but like the first thing I know creatively I really made was this movie called The Dumpster in the Dell, and I don't know exactly what it was, but it involved like monsters that lived in the sewers and robots that fought them. Other weird shit when I was a kid, I used to stare and talk to my wall. and my mom would come up. She's like, "Will, what are you doing?" I was like, "It's the daddy in the wall." So that's disturbing. I don't know what the point of that story was. And then, of course, I've liked music. I don't know if I've ever been quite too good at it. But I've always been into music. In middle school, and some of you have heard this, I made a CD. It's called Men's Greatest Hits, which was really just a series of like fart noises into a microphone. I got some samples. Let's take a listen to it. What? Yeah, so. When we were good, we would go out and we had this year-long running football game between the odd cubbies and the even cubbies. It was great sports. But one of the things was that we had a Super Bowl at the end of the year, which somehow the score would be like 153 to 151 or something, so it would be an intense game. But I always provided the halftime entertainment, the ditty called Zombie Dudes, which was also...
They were hanging at the party when the guy walked in, and he was looking really gnarly, because he had cells of that skin, and it really wasn't right when they just got in a fight, and it was totally whack when this juice came out of his back. He shot the dudes at the dudes. Now let me see what happens next to you. Zombie dudes, zombie dudes.
So yeah, no one ever stopped me, so I kept going. One of the ones I made, then again, no one ever really helped me. My friend Max Blake was featured on a couple of songs, but I remember I made a movie musical by myself called Seven, the musical, which is about a guy named Bob trying to take over the world, enlisting the help of Winnie the Pooh, which is also on that CD, but it's one of the songs I remember, so I'll briefly perform a selection from that for you all. At the beginning, please. Yeah, this is, I think, a song about Bob talking about how 7's going to destroy the world. Okay. 7 times 7 divided by 7 plus 7 times 7 divided by 7 plus 7 times 7 divided by 7 minus 7 minus 7 plus 7 equals 7. So then you want to know why 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I say 7 to you. Winnie the Pooh says that to Winnie the Pooh doll. Hi guys, I'm Winnie the Pooh. 7. Okay, so like and then came middle school, and I was still awkward, but I liked arting. But I was trying to figure out how to do it in a cool way. So it was the middle school dance, 7th grade, 8th grade. Santa Fe's weird. I'm from New Mexico, by the way. That's why this shit's weird. Yeah, great. But that's why this shit's weird. But I remember it's a middle school dance, and I don't know why they started having a freestyle rap contest. So of course I was like, yeah, I'm gonna freestyle rap, and that led to me and my friend creating a rap album called White Chocolate, which was just awful. The most popular song, sort of, was called Chamber of Horrors, and we made fun of like all the unpopular kids in middle school. It was really bad. Ooh, yeah, I'm sorry. But my solo track from there was called Bling Bling King, because I was the Bling Bling King.
Are you ready, dog?
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. We put that on a CD. No one ever heard that. That's what Bling Bling sounds like. Sweet. So the chorus, platinum spinners, gold rings, so much shit, I'm the Bling Bling King. Which was true at that point. I could go to icedowngear.com and buy spinning chains. We all have our faces. High school, too, I kept doing things. The senior year, I thought it was really cool. I wrote something called LARPing the Musical, which was actually, I swear to God, one of you people, like, pick me up on this. It will be a great internet series. It's about a girl who's really cool and popular and then becomes a LARPer because secretly her father's the king of the LARPers and she wants to defeat him. Okay, fine. And then, do we want to LARP in the musical?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't prepare anything for that. We never recorded anything. No one else was quite as excited as I was. I wrote about 40 pages of a script. So. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is the scene. She's gone and she's been with all the LARPers and she's like become the best of her local LARPing troupe. And they're like, there's nothing left for you here. You have to train with the great master Monologue. But he quit LARPing many years ago because he was, and at this point we don't know her father, Monologue's her father, we don't know this. And she's going in to fight this great master who like hides in a cave and plays Game Boy because he's stuck in the past. And so she enters. And he begins to sing, welcome in Gwendolyn, her name's Gwendolyn. Welcome in girl, you think you'd be the best LARPer in the world. I've seen many champions, I've seen many fail. And now the choice is yours to walk down that trail. For in this case, you will learn to LARP. Anyways, it goes on and she sings about her father and shit like that. And I don't really write as much stuff now anymore. I made a couple rap songs though. And so, in college, we're going to do a quick medley of those. Stephen Murphy's going to help me out. He's going to make a live beat. So this is going to be really, really sketchy. I don't really know these words either. But we're going to see what happens. Okay, now, prerequisite. I'm going to do something. So many of you, are any of you guys like rap fans here? Probably not, right?
Yes.
Okay, so all right, we got a couple of you. So are any of you familiar with Tribe Called Quest's Can I Kick It? Okay, so there's a call and response. And the rapper will say, can I kick it? And in the song, the people say, yes, you can. But here's what I want you guys to do. So I'll say, can I kick it? And you say, no, you suck. Okay? Don't worry about it. I might need to reference my lyrics, so I'm just going to keep this open. We'll see what happens. Steven, if you want to just start throwing down some hot dish, bro. I'm all about that. still dig me. Fuck Walt Disney, he's not very good at keeping promises easy. Cause I can never get the princesses to kiss me. Instances to diss me seem to grow quickly. The more that I flow, the more I know I flow shitty. And Pittsburgh's the city that I represent. I sin all the time, but I never repent. And thank God this is over. This is probably the worst 2 minutes that you ever spent. Ah! Okay. Alright, one more, and then we'll move on. Over. Now that class is almost over, doubt that you will find me sober. Probably hungover with Yentling in hand. Could never be in a singing band, so I tried this rapping and I think I kinda like it, so I picked up the mic and tried to write a little bit of tight shit. And what do you see when you look into these eyes? You're staring at a guy who very seldom cries. Differ when Optimus Prime dies in the Transformer movie. Like sample the Guess Who? Well, ain't that groovy? I don't think before I act, I just do it like Scooby. Or isn't that Nike? I got more haters than Hitler and the Third Reich. See, look at me, I can talk like a rapper. When a hoe approaches me, my standard protocol to slap her. When she walks into the room, I treat that bitch like the clapper. But you see, she turned on. Just kidding, women find me cheaper, you're them the bond. Her pants labyrinth. You want to be Wisconsin, call that stuff Badgerton. If you ain't had the sense to turn this off now, I'll make like a Navajo and tell you kids how. Just stop. That shit I like to do. But I was kind of confused and scared because, right, you do that in high school and you're from New Mexico and you come out to the East Coast and everybody like dresses nicely and there aren't hobos and you know, it's kind of weird and you know, I was very insecure coming out here. Oh no, sad times, he sits down. But I was weirdly intentional. Like I really wanted to prove, because my family's from Pittsburgh originally, that I like somehow belonged. So like it was, that was a mean word. It was really stupid. I came on like the first day, I had like Pittsburgh hat, Pittsburgh jersey, like Pittsburgh socks or something. And I was just like, look at me, I'm Pittsburgh, I'm Pittsburgh, I'm Pittsburgh, I'm Pittsburgh. But it ended up kind of working. The hat became a thing where I literally would wear it every day because I wanted to be the kid with the hat and they remembered the kid with the hat. Which is good, but it was still weird and insecure, and orientation was a not great time for me. For the first few days afterwards, I ended up meeting a lot of people. I love my floor. I say a lot of my floor. I get floor. No, thank you. You guys were really nice. But like the first few days, I like sat in and got sad and wrote weird like poetry. It was kind of like this. This is kind of a strange like twist of fate. Like one day, I don't know, I got left and I was like trying to go to Pogopalooza, which was happening here, which was this weird pogo competition. But I took a bad turn and I was in Shenley and it started raining on me. So I wrote this. I think I am going crazy. I'm walking down a road that I found because I cut through a golf course that I believe is taking me nearer to these drumming noises, which I believe to be originating from an extreme pogo sticking competition that I hope to attend. This sounds utterly absurd, but it is utterly true, the situation that I am in. The fact that I am pursuing this path supports the hypothesis I originated at the beginning of this piece. I think I'm going crazy, but that doesn't stop me from moving forward. As I stepped onto the street, 2 bikes passed me. There are no signs of life beside me. The road curves steeply down a forested hillside, a familiar sight in western Pennsylvania where I've been for 3 days. If one was blindfolded, transported to where I am, just so in the foliage, he would think he was in the middle of the forest. He would only have to turn around 180 degrees to see the cars parked roadside and the pavement to realize they are simply visiting a deceptive pocket of nature, nestled in the massive civilization that has become characteristic of planet Earth. It's starting to dribble now. The sky is foggy, with the mist of humanity that soaks and tortures the body in heat, yet is refreshing under cloudy skies on a breezy day, and then becomes an invitation to frostbite when the temperature of rain falls, as is the case for me now. Frostbite in July, I don't know. I'm questioning in my head why I'm walking this path to nowhere, looking for this event that I read a flyer about a week ago, an event I'm not sure that is occurring, this is the boring part. An event, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. The end is sad. Now I think of it, I'm not really sure how I got here. I didn't leave my room with the intention of viewing extreme pogering. I didn't leave my room with the intention of anything, really. I just sort of hoped to have a look around, escape the boredom, the fear of spending the happiest 4 years of my life unhappy, and so I headed out. I've always belabored the fact that the logical process that brought me to where I am now were not logical. Somewhere I acquired the belief that the pogo competition was in this direction. I saw a man walking alone in this direction, so from afar, I decided to stop. You know, it was fun, but I was scared. You know, I started Stuga very early, and you have these people who are, you know, such strong personalities, and you step in, and it's like it's like, well, how do I say anything to them, or what do I do to them, or, you know what I mean? And it was intimidating, because I didn't know if I had good ideas. I generally don't, so like, I don't know. Can you, oh!
I am the haters. Long time. You know, a lot I've been thinking about before I came up here today to finally get my revenge on Will. That little fucker who's been going to Ritter's every single fucking weekend since I got here. And I don't know why, but I couldn't stand it. There was just something about seeing his happiness that would just bother me. So, I've been plotting, and I've been thinking. And when he asked me, he goes, John, I think it would be really good if you could like come up here and roast me, like, you know, like roast Will Weiner. Like, there's only so many fat and beer jokes you can make before it gets boring, Will, all right? The point is I knew I had to do something special. I actually want to take you back, actually, for just a second, all right? I want to take you back. It was one of the first weeks of school. And I just remember I was going to Ritter's because, you know, I was hungry and I missed diner life. Who here does theater? That's a joke, you all. And I don't know, in theater I feel like we always went to diners after shows. And so like, I wanted to go to a diner. And so I remember I was sitting there with like a couple people from my floor and all of a sudden I saw Will Weiner walk into the room. I want to take you back to this moment. All of a sudden, Will walked into the room. A blissful look came upon his face. He was immediately elated with the fatty foods, the old women. It was him. And I heard him say, as he looked into his waitress's eye, he said, I want to fuck you one day. And at that moment, I hated him. I hated him so much. But you know what? As he got in there, I saw him kept coming back. And every night I would be there. And you know, he could tell that someone was hating on him. I could see it in his eyes. He knew it was there. And he'd come back to now. And actually, no, we can skip forward a bit. And then all of a sudden, I did this! And he's down. And I never felt so good. Will had a couple last will and testament that he wanted me to share with you. As you might tell, we're winging this, so that wasn't an intentional pun. He had a couple last things that he wanted to say. To sweet Shayna, he wanted you to know that he's always wanted to have anal sex with you. He always wanted you to know that he never wanted to have anal sex with you. To you, I don't know who your name is, but he wanted to know if you have red pubes. And finally, to you, sweet roommate Dietz, he wanted to know if you would have been willing to get his first date experience. So, with that, I bring you back to life. I'm going to continue to hate you, but I'll always respect you.
But sometimes it was just about going for shit and doing it, and you kind of start overcoming haters. A good area for this, I think, was sort of play-by-play, and the stuff I did with that. It was something I got chanced into. I never imagined. I do the broadcast for the football and basketball teams for Buggy Reeves here, if you didn't know. And it's something I'd always wanted to do, but I never really imagined I would. And I fell into the perfect situation, which is kind of how I feel like my general path was at CMU. We're like stewed up, like no one gave a shit when I got here. So I pretty much progressed to where I am because I gave a shit for 4 years, which was nice. It wasn't particularly great, I think. Play-by-play, the same thing. The like sports at WRCT was in danger of being destroyed forever. So they're like, you want to do it? Sure, you're a warm body. And I think by this point I've gotten fairly good. But I started out not so great in some weird times. This is the beginning clip of my first ever broadcast. So some awkwardness of the first time I ever appeared on the air.
CMU football is on the air.
All right, welcome Tardens fans. Amid some technical difficulties, you are now listening to the radio broadcast of Ohio Wesleyan versus Carnegie Mellon. You missed out on some good early action. So far, Tardens up 6-0 after an early touchdown by Garcia, the new starting running back for the Tardens.
CMU football is up.
So, you know, it was all right. But, you know, it's the weirdest thing being in play-by-play. There's nothing really like it, because you just have to make it up in the moment, and you find yourself saying some weird things. I like this clip I found. Pantalone will take the snap. Once more to Pratt. It's a dive up the middle. And, wow! Touchdown! Actually, that game, that was the first alone game I ever called. I was a bit under the weather from festivities the night before. It was in a place called Hiram, Ohio. We were up 28-0 at that point. The booth, normally you have a microphone where you can hear the fans cheering, but they didn't have that set up, so it sounded like I was in a studio, and I was just the most bored person ever. So I did that. And of course we had lots of technical difficulties, which was fun.
Good afternoon and welcome to the game between the Carnegie Mellon Tardens and the Chicago Maroons. We're having a couple technical difficulties here. I am Will Weiner with WRCT. I will be joined briefly by Tyler Alderson. We're here in Chicago. The game is gotten underway right now. It's 0-0 times. Chicago currently has the ball. And Will, I'm now joining Tyler Alderson.
My co-broadcaster then called in on his cell phone. And then I started to do that. So I've been through some shitty play-by-plays, but now we're going to look to do a more exciting one. Matt, can you grab the hot dogs, please? Okay. What? Yeah, if you could, please. I want 2 people. Are there 2 people who think they can take me on an eating contest?
Oh, shit.
Alan? Alan. Here's how it's going to start. To see who gets to face me, I am going to have you each eat 1 hot dog. Don't worry, I will eat 1 as well to level the playing field. But you will race. I will do play-by-play of that race. After that, then, we will each, I will race against the winner. Where did my phone? Sweet, yeah, let me use one. Sorry, Matt is getting hot dogs. Can someone throw me some plates, please? Corey, just throw me some plates from behind you.
Yes, yes.
Here we go. Thank you, Matt. I have a grill outside. What? Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's kind of there. Yeah, that's fine. Here, let's take this off and it should work a lot better. Don't touch the grill. It's a grill. Yeah, that's good. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me see what's next. We may need some time for these to cool down. Yeah, guys, these are really hot. Give it a couple minutes. Give it a couple minutes. We'll let it cool down.
Maybe you want to take those off the grill?
Yeah. Anyways. Cool. All right, so I'll just start talking through the next segment then. So yeah, no, the branding thing I think was important, right? Like the hat, the persona, and all that sort of stuff, right? I do this thing when I meet people, and it helps me remember their names, but it also helps people remember who I am. Where when I meet you, I say, I'm not going to remember your name, but tell me a number. And so you'd be like, 72. And I'd be like, 72. I don't remember your name. And it kind of works for me, which is cool, but then also, even if it doesn't work, they're like, oh, you're the number guy. So like the branding thing became very important. It was something I worked hard on here at CMU. Obviously, you can kind of tell from that letter, that was a thing. Like, how do you become a thing, a person or something? And my philosophy always towards branding has been very much more like, I don't care if you're really cool and smart, but you're not interesting. I'd rather kind of be crazy. My perfect metaphor for this, where'd that go? Go away. This is, I don't know, maybe this doesn't mean anything to anyone else. This is a clip, I watched NASCAR for a year to see if I could. But I don't remember who won this race. What I do remember is the number 7 Jack
Warriors
Daniels
on
car
fire.
finishing upside down
Jeff Gordon
and on
track.
fire.
Montoya erected. Montoya
That is how you
stripping
finish a
kills
race.
Bill.
In the race of life and whatever race. I would
Carl
rather be that
Edwards,
guy
Casey Mears,
than be
all
first place.
crashed on the
I would
final
rather
lap.
be the guy in the on fire, upside down Jack Daniels car. Because that was a great race. It really was a great race. But oh well, you know what? That meat's gone away. We're just going to look at stewed up pictures. So yeah, that was totally a thing. Are they cool enough, guys? Okay. Alright, I will eat one as soon as you guys are done. Alright, here we have Alex versus Calvin in a chance to face Will Weiner in a one-on-one mono hot dog eating championship. On the count of 3, gentlemen, you can begin. 1, 2, 3. And they're quickly into the mouth. Alex Petty using a bit more vertical technique. Calvin using a big bite. They're both going to chew right now. Things are getting held up right here. Alex starting to giggle at the commentary. He's flipping me out. Calvin, stone cold, letting it go down. He's gnawing on it still. Alex, chewing, trying to stuff it in. How much further can he go? He has to push himself to the limit. Calvin, slow and steady, wins the race, as they say. I'm going to get myself some water. That we return. How much progress has been made? Calvin expressing just his pleasure at this activity. Alex Petty now putting in there. He only has about 1 bite left to go. Calvin, can he catch up? Can he win it? No, there's a little bit left. Who can finish it and swallow everything before the other for a chance to face Will Weiner? Alex Petty has it all in, but can he swallow it? Calvin as well is going to put one in his mouth right here. And let's see. Now it's all about who can swallow. Calvin, Alex, battle of wills. And it's I'm so hard. He's not really Whoa. Everybody else, you have a hot dog. Anybody want to do play-by-play on this? You want to?
Oh, man. Do it. Someone take it. Come on. I'll do it.
Oh, do play-by-play?
Yeah. You're like a softcore porn.
No, I was terrible, but give us a time. I gave your mom last night. Hey, wait, sorry, say that again for everybody.
Can you just repeat the line?
What did I say?
I was gonna do multiple.
I was going to do multiple, but we ran out of time.
That's what I did with your mom last night.
Just give him over here at home.
And the cadets start holding hands. It's going to be a great battle. All right, let's get it started on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! Alex Petty putting in his mouth. Will Weiner kind of squishing things. I don't know how much room he has in there. Oh, it looks like he's putting in more. Alex Petty looking to see the future. Oh, God, it's going in, but not enough. It's not going to be enough. We'll see in the end. Oh, Will Weiner, there's just solid objects in the way. JMS stopping things from going in the right. Oh, he's laughing at the comments. He laughs at physics. He cries in the face of physics. Turns out he didn't press hot dogs that much. Oh, but he's proved it false. Chemistry's won today. Surprisingly, he's got a little bit amount of hot dog left. I can't. Where did the rest of it go? I looked away for 2 seconds. Oh my God, the rest of it's entirely in the mouth. Oh God, it's both the mouth. Who can swallow it? Alex Petty, he's got that smile. He's got that victory
his house. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, again, this is all 100% unscripted. I'm not going to win everything. I ain't the better man. That's funny right there with the better man. Good for him. Yeah, but you know, I went through and I did shit. I got less insecure. I felt good. As a sophomore, I turned into, as a freshman, I was that crazy guy. I was mainly known as SNS, like that weird dude. I just do weird shit. You know, that's weird. Sophomore, I don't know, that was weird. Sophomore year, I was kind of known more as the SNS guy. But I was moving up as student government and stuff. And this brand was growing, this image was growing. And then it got strange because I went to the London School of Economics. And it was just like reality check. Because like it was not Londoners. It was just a bunch of like US kids who were in London to party. And it was really weird because like I had this identity that existed but like didn't deal with them, but yet I had to be like, yeah, I'm president. I wasn't president of anything yet. But I was like, I'm in charge of a lot of things. And they're like, you seem quiet and weird. I'm like, well, that's because I am quiet and weird, but I'm also president of things when I want to be. And it led to some really cool, weird adventures. Because for the first half of the summer, I just kind of went along with them and did whatever, and it was shitty. And the second half, I was like, fuck you guys, I went to a lot of places by myself. It was great. But I wrote a travel blog, which was fun. And so there are some stories I won't read verbatim that I think people enjoy from that. Probably the biggest one. There's one character who recurred. I ended up calling him Mr. 150, which we'll understand why in a little bit. But it was the first night there, and they had this meet and greet in the bar, in the dorm. Like, what the fuck? They get bars in their dorms there. Like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But I'm down there, and it's this stupid, like, hey, how are you doing? It's like, oh, great. What's your major? Econ. Oh, what's your major? Econ. Oh, we're at London School of Economics. Ha ha ha. Bye. But we're going around. We're doing these shitty intros, and like this guy's like, hey, where do you go to school? And I'm like, Carnegie Mellon. I was like, fuck. You in Tepper? I was like, well, kind of. Econ's kind of. Oh shit, you're gonna make a lot of money, guys. And he literally waves his friends over. He's like, guys, this is Will. We gotta be friends with him. He's gonna make a ton of money. Okay, that's cool. These guys. And you know, we go out to bars, we go out to clubs and stuff, and they were like, I didn't think these people existed, but there's that stereotype, like, just gotta keep on the hunt for pussy, man. Where's the pussy at? Where's the girl? Yo, you just plant the seeds, find that pussy. Steve Murphy, you know what I'm talking about. But we're at this one club, and it like turned into a rap music video. They ended up meeting these Swedish chicks, so it turns out we're 15, but that's a whole other. But anyways, they were at a table with us, and this guy, Mr. 150, the reason I call him that, orders a 150-pound bottle of champagne. And it's like a fucking rap music video. Rihanna's S&M is playing. He jumps up on the table, like shakes it and like sprays it, and then like everybody gets on the table, and they're dancing, and they like kick over glassware, and they're like pouring champagne on each other. And I just had to stop and be like, what is the world where like people are doing this? Like we're a bunch of rich white kids at this club. Turns out half of them were hooking up with 15-year-old Swedish girls. And it's just like, where am I? And what am I doing? And what do I care about? And I don't think it's this. So we go and like the club owner tries to kick us out, but whatever, we leave. And we walk in. So we're walking back, and like these guys approach us, and they're British people, like, hey man, you know I get some cocaine. Because they're like cocaine. And he goes up to him, and I don't know why, in like the worst British accent. He's like, yeah, mate, I know where cocaine is. There's a guy over 2 blocks back with the cocaine. And for some reason they bought it. They're like, okay, but this isn't no fool like coming out of a trash can or nothing, is it? He's like, no, it's cool. So like he told people to go buy cocaine somewhere. I don't understand why. Relevant for this part of the story, the dude was Indian. So we're about 15-minute walk back, and they have like a bunch of rickshaw like bike taxi things in London. So it's only a 15-minute walk to our dorm. But he sees the rickshaw driver, who's also Indian. He's like, guys, I'll get us in the rickshaw. It's like, it's a really close walk. He's like, no, it's cool. We're both Indian. It'll work out. It'll be cool. So he goes up to the driver, talks to him in Hindi, and he's like, yeah, we're good. So we like hop in, and it's meant to be like a 2-person thing, but of course we're like crammed with 3 of us, and like they're like really homophobic, so it's getting awkward. And we get out, and he like talks to the dude some more in Hindi, and the driver is really pissed off. We're like, what? He's like, guys, we actually have to pay. I'm like, what? He said no. So we ended up paying £10 for about 10 minutes. It was great. So these were the people I hung out with, which was stupid, and it made me feel better about CMU and like it more because I had a home and I had a lot of things I like here. Obviously, a big one, scotch and soda. A lot of you guys are here from that. A lot of you guys know I do that. I like that. And I've been in a lot of plays over my time here, but it's one of these weird things where a lot of people are like, after every play, pretty much, they're like, Will, you only just played yourself in that show. Which is weird because, like, I do a lot of different roles and they're not all that similar. So I can let you guys be the judge. So at this point, I will do a brief montage of every character I've ever played here. What's that inside, Bill? Around behind? And so have you! No! I can't let it happen! You're a bad one, Mr. Jasper. Especially when there's drink in you. But you're not a murderer! You didn't kill Edwin Drew! It was a stormy night, that one, and I took shelter near Mr. Jasper's door. Suddenly, in a flash of light, I saw what amongst you killed Edwin Drew. I saw who it was! Named Bug. You want a beer? Yeah, but like I'll get tested, because like, what if someone gets tested and then they go out and they like have sex right after it? Then like, really, it didn't mean anything, did it? Yeah, you ever seen that play Oleana? It's like really crazy and cool. It's about this dude, and he's like fucking his daughter or something like that, and then it's like pow, 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 just punching the bitch, yeah. Gregory William Scott! I am Peter, keeper of the gates of heaven! You do not want to go to the realm of hell. It is the realm of drunkards and fornicators. Johnny Baltimore, detective, raised by robots, trained to fight, not to kill, but to survive. He clawed his way up from the rank-ass trash heap of the cyber ghettos that the oh-so-perfect upper class have all but forgotten. Well, someone's about to refresh their memory, and his name is Johnny Baltimore, detective for robots. So last time, Johnny was battling the dark forces of Lord Bethiel, who had a Chronotron destroyer fleet. Energy rain, blast shield, I'm not interesting, you see, but I'm strong. You could teach me to be interesting. I would listen. Orpheus, he doesn't listen. There's music in his head. Try to pluck it out, and it bites you. Wait, Eurydice, I'm not you. You need to get yourself a man with broad shoulders like me. Orpheus has small fingers that would tremble to pet a bull or pluck a bee from a hive. A man who will put his big arm around your little waist as he walks through the crowd. A man who will answer the door at parties. A man with big hands, big stupid hands like potatoes, who can carry a cow in labor. My lips were meant to kiss your eyelids. It's obvious. I'm Felchik, producer. I've lost my meeting, lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I've got squat. First you beat it up, then you sweet it up, then you heat it up. Every time you rise, marijuana. A violent narcotic, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy, number one. All, yes, all. What are you doing?
Well, this has been disturbing and impressive.
Thank you.
But if you really want to show your potential as an actor, I think I can help you.
For those of you who don't know, this is Olivia O'Connor, artistic director of Scotch and Soda. Yeah,
that's
she's...
it. Okay. Thankfully, I carry around my Wadsworth anthology of drama everywhere that I go. And Will and I were talking, and he doesn't feel people take him seriously as an actor. And we spent some time on stage together a long time ago. Not enough time, because no one voted for us to be lovers in Edinburgh. So this is a chance for Will to show all of you what he's really capable of. So I've bookmarked 4 plays in here from across the world of drama. And Will and I are going to do a little exercise. And because Will likes sports, it's going to be a game. Try to get through 4 snippets of these 4 plays in 5 minutes. So this is how this works, okay? So Will and I are going to read a scene, and if one of us doesn't buy what the other person said, we don't think that it's authentic, we don't think it's truthful, then you can repeat their line back to them. And they have to continue saying the line, if you repeat it, until you buy it, and you say your next line, and then you can move on. Okay. So we have 5 minutes, and our first play is Death of a Salesman. Okay. Will be Willie, and I will be Linda. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Willie.
It's all right. I came back.
I came back.
It's all right. I came back.
I came back.
It's all right. I came back.
I came back.
It's all right. I came back.
What happened? Did something happen, Willie?
No, nothing happened.
You didn't smash the car, did you?
I said nothing happened. Didn't you hear me?
Didn't you hear me?
I said nothing happened. Didn't you hear me?
Don't you feel well?
I'm tired to the death. I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda.
I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda.
I'm tired to the death. I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda.
I just couldn't make it, Linda.
I'm tired to the death. I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda.
Where were you all day? You look terrible.
I got as far as a little above Yonkers.
I got as far as a little above Yonkers?
I got as far as a little above Yonkers.
I got as far as a little
I got as far as a little above Yonkers. I stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was a coffee.
Maybe it was the coffee?
I stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was the coffee.
Maybe it was the coffee?
I just stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was the coffee.
Maybe it was the coffee.
I stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was the coffee.
Good job. A doll's house. This is insane. A doll's house. Okay.
Who am I?
You are Helmer. There you go. That's you.
What's this? Not bed. You've changed your dress?
Yes, Torvald. I've changed my dress.
But why now? So late?
Tonight I'm not sleeping.
But Nora, dear.
It's still not so very late. Sit down, Torvald. We have a lot to talk over.
Nora, what is this?
Nora, what is this?
Nora, what is this?
Nora, what is this?
Nora, what is this? That hard expression?
That hard expression.
Shit. Nora, what is this? That hard expression?
That hard expression.
That hard expression?
Sit down. This will take some time. I have a lot to say.
You worry me, Nora. I don't understand you.
No, that's exactly it. You don't understand me, and I've never understood you either until tonight. No, don't interrupt me. Torvald.
How do you mean that?
We've been married now 8 years. Doesn't it occur to you that this is the first time we two, you and I, man and wife, ever talk seriously together?
What do you mean, seriously?
What do you mean, seriously?
What do you mean, seriously?
In 8 whole years, longer even, right from our first date, we've never exchanged a serious word on any serious thing.
Oh, you mean I should constantly go and involve you in problems you couldn't possibly help me with?
I'm not talking your problems. I'm saying that we've never sat down seriously together and tried to get to the bottom of anything.
But, dearest, what good would that ever do to you?
That's the point right there. You've never understood me. I've been wrong greatly, Torvald. First by Papa and then by you.
What? By us? The two people who've loved you more than anyone else?
The two people who've loved you more than anyone else?
By us, the two people who've loved you more than anyone else?
You never loved me. You thought it's fun to be in love with me. That's all.
Nora, what a thing to say.
Nora, what a thing to say.
Nora, what a thing to say.
Great. Okay, next.
What a minutes.
All right, Hamlet, ready, set, go.
Whither wilt thou lead me? I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come. When I go to sulphurous and tormented flames, must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Alas, poor ghost.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but let my serious hearers of what I shall unfold.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
Speak, I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear.
What?
What?
What? Oh, God!
Oh, God!
Oh, God!
Revenge is foul, most unnatural murder.
Murder!
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 Great! Next! This is Oedipus!
Yes. What can I ever see? What love, what call of the heart can touch my ears with joy? Nothing, friends.
Nothing, friends.
Nothing, friends. Take me away. far, far from thieves. Quickly, cast me away, my friends, this great murderous ruin, this man cursed to heaven, the man the deathless gods hate most of all.
Pitiful, you suffer so you understand so much. I wish you had never known.
Die, die, whoever he was that day in the wilds, who cut my ankles free of the ruthless pins. He pulled me clear of death. He saved my life. For this kindness, curse him, kill him.
Curse him!
Curse him! Kill him!
Curse him! Kill him!
Curse him! Kill him! If I died then, I'd never have dragged myself, my loved ones, through such hell.
Oh, if only would to God.
I had never come to this. My father's murder. So yeah, whew, that was tiring. That was intense shit. But you know, I mean, it's been a big part of things, you know, scotch and soda. You know, I wanted to show some clips, but you know, we don't videotape our shows.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No! You think this is fucking funny, I bet. You're gonna fucking laugh. No, fuck you!
No!
Three fucking years! You treat me like shit in this organization. I'm fucking done with it. Fucking laugh. We laughing now? Is this funny to you?
Wyatt, calm down!
Fuck you!
No, this is not fucking out of calm down!
No!
Stop! What are you doing?
Are you fucking
He's being an asshole!
Are you serious?
Yes!
Guys,
Quit me the fuck.
Stop! You are in the middle of a show right
Yes,
now.
I fucking know that!
You can't do this right here, right now.
Okay.
You guys need to sort... There's only one way. There is only one way that you guys can settle this.
What?
Wrestling match. Right Rules, rules. You can only win by pinfall. 3 count. I'll go get the mats.
Oh! Count it out! 1, 2, 3! Ladies and gentlemen, quite familiar. Lucas Ryder. Somebody drink. Somebody have something to drink.
Back here.
Not feeling great right now. So yeah, some of you may know, for about the past week, Wyatt Lucas and I have been in a pretend fight. To set that up. Yeah. So it's ridiculous. Because we literally fucking like altering reality and made a lot of people mad at Wyatt. Lucas. Thank you guys both for playing along. Thank you for joining us.
Great show, Will. Show.
But that's kind of half the point of things too. Is this whole thing I'm talking about with persona and image and everything about CMU. It's about just kind of making it up. And we're in this such a weird like fantasy little world, you know? In the sense, what? Well, no. Like the fact that I can do this is cool. Like, holy shit. And like the fact I can get an Key Com major and do a bunch of plays, and do play-by-play, and do Pugapalooza, and do voice work for Disney, all this crazy shit. Yeah, I did monologues for it one summer, the research lab, no big deal. It paid me $25 an hour, it was good. Yeah. I mean, but right, it's cool. So the wrestling thing, it's taking it a little far. But it's kind of the fun, it's like really this world, and the fun I've had here has very much just been, let's make it cool, let's make it exciting. Let's make things happen. So let's go ahead, yeah. This is also, for those of you who don't know, the costume Johnny Baltimore, Detective for Robots War. I had to remake the cutoffs, I just made these the other day. But, so that was a shout out. I'm pretty much, one last act for you guys, let's see if I have enough breath for it. Stephen Murphy.
Yes.
You need a chair, bro. You're welcome. Anybody have any other drink?
Another water?
Yeah.
Here. I don't.
Great hard butter, nice spin.
There's a thing in Scotch and Soda at the end of each semester called Wood Scotch. Where it's got like a mini talent show thing. And I have a tradition there of singing a musical theater song I should never, ever sing. I've been through a lot. Done some Sweeney Todd, Jekyll and Hyde where he sings to himself. But I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's raise the bar for this one. Let's think of something big with a lot of people. Epic. A message of hope going forward. So this is hope going into the real world where I'm about to go. And so, I present to you the one man, one day more. One day more, another day, another destiny. This never-ending road to Calvary. These men who seem to know my crime will surely come a second time. One day I did not live until today. How can I live if we are parted? One day more, tomorrow you'll be worlds away. And yet, with you, our world has started. One more day upon my home, will we him not caring. I was born to be with you. What a life I might have known, and I swear I will be true. But he never saw me there. One more day before the storm, do I follow where she goes? At the barricade of freedom, shall I join my brothers there? When the rain begins to fall, do I stay or do I dare? Will you take your lovers with me to die? One day more, one more day to rest. I'll be ready for these schools. They will wet one day more. Run amok, catch 'em as they fall. Never know your luck and there's a free for all. Here a little touch, there a little touch. Most of them are gone, so they won't miss much. One day too.